Okay, so for this assignment, I did this one. And so this one is called Wrong Number by Erblock. And in the cartoon, you can see just like a guy in like a trench coat and a hat in a dark room because like the window shade is shut. And he has like, it almost looks kind of like a toolbox, and I'm just saying that because there's like various tools like hammers, screwdrivers, wrenches all across the floor of the room. But he's using like, I don't know what they're called, but it looks like he's like sticking a drill into the wall and like hand drilling. And the guy who's doing this has the words wiretapping on his coat, and the wall that he's doing it to says like American Civil Right or America's Civil Rights on it. And so, I mean, I felt like this one was pretty straightforward, especially because the date on this one was January 20th, 1950. And so at that time, McCarthyism was a thing, and there was a huge like Red Scare going on, and communism was like a threat to America basically, and a lot of people were scared of it, and McCarthyism just sort of amplified that scare because he was just going around like sort of threatening everybody, sort like saying that he was going to out people for being communists, and he was one of the people who was constantly interviewing like celebrities and like public figures about communism. So again, this particular cartoon is pretty straightforward, just because it looks like a guy is just wiretapping into like the civil rights of Americans, and wiretapping is like an invasive thing to do. It doesn't really give you any privacy, especially because 9 times out of 10, the person who is being wiretapped doesn't know that it's happening to them. And so in a classroom, I would use these. I feel like for like political cartoons, you need to use them in like the older grades, like 4th or 5th, maybe 3rd. But you could really start using them once you actually delve into history rather than just social studies. That's like how your local community works and whatnot, where you're actually getting into the history of like the Native Americans, about like the 13 colonies, you know, like early America. And so political cartoons can be a great thing for that, especially because there's hundreds of thousands of them from every time period on, you know, every side. And I also think it would be interesting to bring up like Dr. Seuss's political cartoons, because I remember learning about that and how he started off doing political cartoons, and some of his books do have like political undermeanings that most of us may not know about. So I could see myself using a cartoon analysis in a classroom, but I would definitely wait until they're older and until you find a good cartoon to go along with your lesson.